Hi, everybody. This is Bilanka Pia, and I'm here today with Roomila and Syed, the childhood sweethearts. Hi, Roomila. How are you?
Hi, Bianca. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Syed?
I'm great. How about yourself, Bilanka? And thank you
I'm
for
good.
bringing us together on this platform and interviewing us for the good of everyone. Yeah, I can say that.
Absolutely. Roomila and Syed had met when they were children in elementary school. They spent several years together. They were best friends. And then Roomila's family had immigrated to Canada when Roomila was about 14 years old, if I'm correct.
I was 15.
So 15 years old, Roomila had immigrated to Canada with her family. And unfortunately, Syed and Roomila got separated, but that didn't stop their love. So we're here today to talk about Roomila and Syed's story because it's a little bit of a difficult one. And I'm going to ask you, Roomila, to tell me a little bit about yourself.
We migrated here in 1995. Since then, I was here, and here we are now, stuck in immigration, and just hoping to see each other soon, be with each other, and live our lives together happily.
Syed, tell me a little bit about your side, and also what year did you guys officialize your marriage?
That was, I think, we got married in 2016 January. We got married in Pakistan. That was online, so we had to be together to show it to IRCC. So I called her. I was employed in Nigeria at that time, so I was employed there as an operations manager. So I called her to Nigeria, come to me, and then we got married in civil court over there, just to show IRCC that we were present at our marriage and like physically present at the marriage. So we presented that marriage certificate to them too. We met after so long, like after 1994. We met in 2013. So that was the whole time. I never forgot her for a single moment. She was with me all the time. Like there was no contact. But in 2010, we got reunited by Facebook. And when we met in 2010 on Facebook, we started chatting and talking to each other. We filed our case on 2018 January. And since 2018 January, we are in process. Our application is in process, and let's see. We're still waiting.
So basically, you guys have known each other since childhood. She left in 1994 to come to Canada with her family. She's been through the immigration process. And then you guys had several years living your own lives. And then you guys both realized that you guys were in love with each other and that you guys were meant to be together. So basically, your marriage was officialized in 2016, and you guys have started the immigration process in 2018, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, that's right. January 2018.
Explain to me the challenges that you've been through applying for family sponsorship.
We applied. It was perfectly fine. My eligibility was clear within like 2 months. And then after that, it's such a long process. It's unbelievable how, second marriage for them, it's a red flag itself. I don't know what to say, to be honest. Like, they don't have enough knowledge of the things, of the details. And even if you provide them all the detail, they don't read anything. They will ask you the same question. It gets very easy. Like, our life will be more easier if we are told what exactly we have to do. Because this is not like every other day we will apply for sponsorship and we know what exactly they need. If they really explain us, then it will make everyone's life easier, that what exactly they need. They just issue the PFL and they need all the answers. Even in PFL, we provided all their answers. We gave them everything. Still, they will ask for the same questions, and they don't relate to anything.
You guys had problems with your divorce papers.
So the problem with the divorce certificate was it was issued from a different district where I was supposed to get it issued from. It was issued from a different district. So just to satisfy IRCC, I had to go to the court to prove that certificate of, although it was issued from a different district, but that was a genuine paper. So I had to go to the court to get it justified and get a divorce decree from the court in Karachi. And then when we got the paper from the court in November 2019, we submitted it to IRCC. And finally, thankfully, thank to God that we received the pre-arrivals in 2020 February.
It took a year to resolve this issue when it shouldn't have taken a year. That's really difficult. You guys got your pre-arrival letter in February 2020, but you still have not gotten the visa request to stamp the visa in the passport. So to summarize this, you guys are still waiting. There was a backlog prior to COVID-19, there was a backlog already, and now you are still waiting to finish this permanent residency process.
It's been already more than 33 months for our application. And it was more unnecessary that we were doing. Things could have been resolved very easily, like in months' time, in days' time, but they were delayed. It's, I guess, their strategy. And now COVID started, which is uncertainties there. We don't know. It was already there, but now it's like more prolonged, and we don't know when things will be done, even though it's been announced that they will deal with all the spousal or immigration applications, but we don't know if it's upland or inland and what they are exactly going to do, because nothing is clear for us. It's pretty frustrating at the moment. We just want to be together. We don't want anything else. We're not asking for anything else. We just want our family to be together and live happily.
How much have you tried to get visitor visas? I heard that you have tried so hard to get visitor visas. Tell me a little bit about what's going on with this visitor visa that you've been attempting to get for so long.
Yeah, I tried like 4 times, 3 times before we got married, and one time after we got married, before the birth of my first daughter. I wanted to be there to be there at that time, support my wife, and to have my daughter in my arms when she's got born. But unfortunately, they didn't allow me. And fortunately, at that time, I had the US visa. Right after her birth, I came to US, and when she was 1 month old, then I got to see my daughter, and I was able to take her in my arms, and I got my chance to feel her. You know, it was so painful. I don't have words to explain. And same thing happened at the time of my son's birth. I didn't apply for a Canadian visa because I knew I will be denied because of 179B, because they think I'm not going to go back to my home. Although I have like traveled, I have a huge traveling history, 3 passports full of visas, full of stamps and everything because of the nature of my job. And yeah, it's painful for me. Like both kids are now, the daughter is 3 years old, son is 18 months old, and I'm not able to enjoy everything, you know. That's killing me every day.
So in between all of this, if I understand, you're telling me you go to the US to meet up with your wife. So the US accepted you to travel, but Canada did not give you the visitor visa.
That's correct. When I went to the US Embassy in Lagos, Nigeria, they asked me, asked me 5 questions. Like, why am I going to US? I told them my wife is Canadian, I want to see her. And then they asked me, like, what do you do? I gave them the job description, my traveling history and everything. In questions and answers, they didn't even took a single document from me. They straight away asked for my passport and gave me a 5-year visa in 2016. And that 5-year visa has really helped me. It's still valid. It's going to expire next year, in June. So I am praying that before that, man, I want to be with my kids and my wife.
So, Roomila, in 2017, you and your husband applied for a visitor visa so that your husband can come to Canada and witness your daughter's birth and help you with the end of your pregnancy. Tell me about that.
Yes, we did. We just wanted to be together at that time, but he was denied again. and he couldn't be here. I was in a severe depression for which I had to take a Prestige antidepressant, a very high dosage. Because of that, my daughter, it affected her a lot, and now she has autism. And on top of that, I went. It was her checkup with her pediatrician, and then she said she heard extra noises from her heart, and then for that, I had to get her checked up, her heart, and thanks God her heart is okay, but still there's a mental issue is there, which I have to deal with every single day. And very low on iron, very low hemoglobin, and she's extremely anemic at this time. So, and because of her autism issues that she has, and she doesn't want to eat, she vomits. A lot we go through every single day. That's the issue I have with her at the moment, and yeah.
So the challenges you are facing is that your daughter, first of all, your husband could not be there for your daughter's birth. They got denied 179B paragraph refusal because your husband's not going to go back to his country at the end of his legal stay. And then basically, with all of this, it has been challenging for all of you. Your daughter has gone through many difficulties and challenges. She is autistic. Just recently, she had a health scare. Her heart was having a little bit of issues, and now you just recently found out that she's battling not only autism, but anemia.
Even a simple blood work, you have to go get the blood work done. It's like your heart is pounding because there's nobody to support you. Your other half is not there. You're going to give a birth. You don't know how you're gonna go there, how you're gonna come back from the hospital. At that time, doesn't matter, the whole world is there. All you need is your partner, your love to be there with you at that time.
My heart, my soul is with my wife and kids. So also like since like last 1 month, like 6 7 months, uh, I'm like short on sleep. I cannot sleep well, and I cannot eat well. Like I'm having so many problems, and right now like I went for some tests high on cholesterol. They're also like saying that I might be a diabetic, just because of things. I was a fit and fine man, and this immigration is taking a huge toll on my life, my wife's life, my kids' life. Yeah, the process is like it's scary.
How you feel about the government statement? Do you feel like things will start moving along? And what do you want to see more of? Because they say that they're going to have more innovative ways to reunite families. What do you want to see? And how do you feel about their statement?
The statement from the minister, from the government, it's a very good decision after a long time, but it was good, and I appreciate the group, the Spousal Sponsorship Advocacy Group. They've really like brought up this issue to the government, made them realize, oh, we are not asking for open borders, we are just asking for the spouses to come in specifically. And yeah, the innovation you're asking about is like they should abolish that 179B for especially for the spouses. The spouses, they are not tourists. They are relatives. They are not tourists, they are relatives.
The challenges that Syed and Roomila are living are inhumane. Canada needs to prioritize situations, backlogs of 33 months. They are just one of the many people going through these challenges. He did not get to live the birth of his own daughter, the birth of his own son. He was only able to meet up with them in the United States a month after they were born. This is just unacceptable. These things like this should not be happening. That was an interview with Syed and Roomila. Time brought them together, and time will bring them together again. So thank you for joining us, and we hope for your reunification really shortly. Thank you.